Economics class news. The crash, the global crash is already here, my friends. This is my opinion. It's already here. They're just not televising it. They're just not telling you about it. Now, if you look at central bankers, they've never been right about any crash, any depression, any recessions, ever. And if you look at Big Brother, they've never been right about any recessions or depressions either. Just go look in the videos, look into YouTube, look in the articles. Never, ever. They've never been able to guess it, even though they have the sophisticated people working for them. And the reason is, in my opinion, that they know when it's going to be here. They just don't want to tell me and you about it. Now, if you just read between the lines, if you do your homework, you can see that every sector is in trouble and is hurting. If it's from real estate, if it's mortgages, if it's shipping, if it's manufacturing, if it's auto, if it's the bankers, if it's interest rates, if it's printing more money, EQ, all these indicators are on and flashing red. But if you listen to the president, we have the world's greatest economy. If you listen to the central bankers, they tell you different. But ladies and gentlemen, it's always better to watch what people do. For example, have you known that many of the top CEOs of many top corporations are just leaving their jobs? Why do you think that is? What do you think that is? Do you think, the captain of the ship may know that the ship's about to sink and they're jumping bail? Could that be the possibility? Could it be that they know that the corporations have bought their own stocks with the tax cuts that they received because of Trump? They got funny money, 0% interest rate, and bought their own stocks. They didn't create a better gadget. And now they can foresee that the company's going to go down and they don't want to get blamed for it. So they're bailing ships. Not one CEO, not two, not three, not four. Please look on YouTube. Top CEOs are leaving their post. And I wonder why. The insiders of corporations are liquidating their stocks, right? And getting out. I wonder why. Think about it. What the average person with a 401 is buying into the stock market, the insiders of the corporations are leaving. Why are the CEOs leaving? I don't know, you answer that. Why are thousands of corporations laying off their employees? If it's from the banking sector, if it's from the auto sector, if it's from farmers filing bankruptcies and laying off their workers, why is that happening? Why is the Fed keep lowering the interest rate? Why are the Fed printing money? Why is the Fed bailing out bankers, 4 bankers, okay, the too big to fail bankers in a recent report I read today? They didn't identify who those 4 were, but why are they bailing out bankers in the repo market to $1 billion a day? Okay, I mean, those doesn't seem like healthy. Like, it's kind of like you being in the hospital bed and they said, oh, you're super healthy, but we have to put you on dialysis, we have to give you this for your insulin, we have to give you this for your fever. Well, then you're really not healthy, right? Because if you're healthy, then your body can maintain a homeostasis or a midpoint level where everything can work and take care of itself. But it's not. The economy is not in the situation to do that. The economy is in a situation that's on life support, where we got to constantly bail out, tax reduce, whatever is required for the too big to fail corporations to survive. So if you look at the stock market and you look at the real market, now it's an inverse. At one time it used to be, parallel, but today it's an inverse. Doesn't matter if the tariffs are about to hit and the people can't afford it. It doesn't matter that most people have jobs, but they gotta have 2 or 3 jobs or get into debt. It doesn't matter that the corporations are totally debt zombies. It doesn't matter that the 401s are holding bags of sacks of stocks that have no value, in my opinion. For example, I did a couple of weeks ago about some of the home builders. I forgot the top of the name on my head. How for every dollar they got to bring, they got to get into debt at $5. And I thought, man, what kind of business system is that? No wonder the insiders are selling their stocks, right? No wonder they're selling. So these are the things that makes me know that we're already in a recession, that it's not about to come, that it's already here, and they're doing the best they can to conceal it, to hide it from the public, because what's really in jeopardy is the petrodollar, is the world reserve currency. Without that, we wouldn't have, the country that we have today, where, we can have a debt-based economy where we can export all the riches from all the countries by just giving them a fake dollar. It's something that they print, but they get the oils, they get the gold, they get the iron, they get the metal, they get, we get all this stuff, right? We get our shoes, like everything. If you look in your cabinet, closet, wherever, is made in China. So we're getting the resources of these other countries, their labor, to make us whatever we want at dirt cheap prices by giving them fake dollars. And that's why Big Brother and the Fed is just so crucial for them, because if they lose the petrodollar, if they reserve the world currency status, then it's guaranteed bankruptcy for America. It's guaranteed hardships for you and me, because the reason me and you have such a great life, or many of us, not me, but many of us that have a college degree, or that we have a car, we haven't paid for it, we have this, and we're just making minimum monthly payments, or we have a house, we have these businesses, but we didn't create new ideas, new gadgets. What we did is just borrow to supplement our creativity. Then they're going to be hurting, because that's not the right way to do it. You can't subsidize your going to the gym and get the health benefits. That's not how life works. And even though we've tried to do that, end of the day, the time is coming for us to pay the reaper, in a sense, because the consumer has too much debt. The cost of goods are getting so much expensive because of inflation, because of printing money. I mean, like, if you look at a car in the 70s, you could buy a car $5,000-$7,000. The same now, the same car is $25,000, right? You could have bought a house for $25,000 back in history, just not that long ago, right? Today, that same exact house is like $240,000, and I've done videos about this for you guys. So if you think about all this stuff, that, which is scary, right? Because we are living at the most comfortable positioning in life, where we don't have to have the factories. China will do it for us. Other countries will do it for us. We don't have to dig and do all the nasty work. Some other country will do it and give us their resources, right? And in America today, what we are really good at right now is what Wall Street does, which is create instruments of debt and enslave everyone, including its own people. But we're not in a country right now where the producers of best shoes or the best this or the best that. China is doing it for us. From your iPhone to your whatever is being produced in China. Unfortunately, it says engineered in the US, but made in China. So whoever is the producer will get the benefits. Like, if I go to the gym and I'm the producer, right, I'm going to get the calluses, but I'm also going to get the muscle. I'm going to get the abs, whatever my goal is, right, whatever it is. But if I'm not the producer, I outsource, right, then I'm not going to be getting the benefits. Maybe for a little bit, but eventually someone else is learning the skills versus us. So now we're mad at China. But here's another thing I want you guys to think about, is that one of the most most communist countries in the world, they're flexible on blockchain technology, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. Where America is supposed to be the most flexible freedom. it's been so hard to get a lot of different stuff set up, like ETFs and Bitcoin ETFs and stuff like that. Where in China, the president of China, basically said they're down for blockchain, which is not Bitcoin, but you really can't have a decentralized blockchain without some type of incentive, like the mining rewards that Bitcoin creates. Because now, what what's the point of having a centralized blockchain? I mean, nothing in my mind for government or banking system, because that's the same thing we have now. What is the difference between open and closed? Well, think about it like software, right? You had the era of Microsoft Windows, right? It was closed. Then you had Linux or Unix, which was open source. Another thing was like ASP, if I'm not mistaken, from Windows, which was a web-based software development, versus PHP. One was closed, which was the Microsoft, and the other one was open. And with the open, you created communities, you created, eventually over 5, 10, 15 years, guess who won? The open source one versus Windows, okay? Not only in quality, but also in the community, better service, better functionalities, more safer, and that's the same thing that's happening right now. An open and financing system, monetary system like Bitcoin is open. Anyone can look at the code. And it closed is what some of these shit coins are, right? They're closed systems, like these stable coins, right? Which I don't like, right? I like decentralized. What the whole great idea is blockchain plus decentralization. That means that no one can edit it, no one owns it, there's no office, and that's the real power in my mind. And it's just weird that how China, that's so communist, has already headed that idea in a sense, right? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Click the like button. I'm just driving, and I just saw a house, so I'm gonna pull in here real quick and get the seller's number and give them a call, see if they want to sell. If you're interested in buying houses, just by driving around, you can always see houses and you can talk to them, see if they're motivated. If you want to know what to say to a seller, what kind of questions to ask them, how to gauge their motivation, how to talk to them in a way where they're willing to become your bank, in a sense where they're willing to just let you take over their payments if they have a mortgage, if they don't have a mortgage, where they become your private bank. If you're interested in that, then download my course, How to Talk to Sellers and Create Wealth in Real Estate, at calls.mrnofluff.com, calls.mrnofluff.com. It's basically a full day, almost an 8-hour course where you listen to us talk to sellers over the phone. You listen how we talk to them, how we negotiate, how all the good stuff that you never get to hear in any of the other courses. This is not a course where there's a book. This is actually live calls. If you're interested in something like this, which is revolutionary, there's 6 different sellers we're talking to, we're negotiating, and we're trying to get all the information to make the deal happen. If you're interested in that, go to calls.mrnofluff.com. I'm actually having a great pre-launch party right now. I just launched it 2 days ago, so you can basically get it almost for free, guys, almost for free. Normally when I do these seminars, it'll be a $4,000, but right now you can get it, like I said, almost for free for $297 for the whole day seminar, right? There's 8 different courses, and then there's 6 live calls that are over like an hour each, because we work on getting a deal over the phone, so we don't have to go to sellers' homes, because we don't like to go to all these people's homes and waste their time. You can do that, but I train my students and myself not to drive everywhere. I'm just going to Starbucks. I saw a house for sale, decided to do a video for you guys and pull over and give them a call. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Click the like button, and guess what? Don't take no for an answer, dude. Be your dreams. You can do it. Doesn't matter if you're in America or any other country. Be your dreams. Don't have a job. Peace.